Oh, is he actually going to do it?
And one other thing I'll be doing very early in the administration is closing up the Department of Education in Washington, D.C., and sending all education and education work and needs back to the states. We want them to run the education of our children because they'll do a much better job of it. You can't do worse. We spend more money per pupil by 3 times than any other nation, and yet we're absolutely at the bottom. We're one of the worst. So you can't do worse. We're going to end education coming out of Washington, D.C. We're going to close it up, all those buildings all over the place, and you have people that in many cases hate our children. We're going to send it all back to the states. Thank you very much.
Honestly, a lot of people have been asking for this. It's great. Hopefully, he said that's going to be one of the first things he does. And I'd be about it. I am about it. That's not the only thing that needs to happen, though. So I don't know if you saw this like 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. He came out and announced this American Academy thing, and it's like, dude, why are you gonna? If you're gonna get rid of the Department of Education, why are you gonna trade one bureaucracy for another? Like, it makes no sense. Do not do this. This is a really stupid idea. But that's not the other thing. Like, if you're going to get rid of the Department of Education, the things you need to get rid of. See, I had to look this up. The federal government began guaranteeing student loans provided by banks, nonprofit lenders in 1965, creating the program that is now called the Federal Family Education Loan Program, or FFEL program. The reason why this needs to go away is because these banks that you get these loans from, or nonprofit lenders, that's not the big part of it. It's really the banks. They know it's guaranteed. Have you ever, if you've ever been a student at a university or college and you've gone out to get a loan, like, have you ever been turned down? No. It's guaranteed. That has created this huge bubble in the education industry. This needs to be done away with. And not only that, I'm going to take it a step further. They need to retroactive and say any outstanding loans can be declared bankrupt on without the government paying for it. This is a huge, huge issue. This FFEL program is a big problem. If you got rid of the Department of Education and these government-backed loans, it would solve a lot of problems in the education industry. And I just wanted to look up one more statistic. Because these loans are guaranteed, these universities are not really incentivized to share or use their endowments and help students, either have cheaper education or just pay off student loans or anything like that. So you get these students that get burdened with all this debt, and the university's like, well, y'all are getting money from loans. We don't need to help pay you. So when they do all these fundraising, they don't need to help the students, like, at all. And just look at these endowments. Billions of dollars. Now, this is fiscal year 2023. It's usually backdated a little bit, but so you can say it's the end of year 2023. Harvard is at like 50 billion. Yale 40 billion. Like, these are huge, huge endowments. Notre Dame is at 16.6 billion. A lot of these are going to be, for the most part, Ivy Leagues. There's going to be some mixed in the top here that are pretty top public universities. You got Rice is a private university. So it's not that money isn't going to the university from donors and stuff like that. The universities are just taking it, pocketing it, and putting these endowments and not doing anything with it. They're not helping students. Another big reason why, getting away from the Department of Education and government-backed student loans and moving that direction is a big part of it is technology, your phone. Like, you have access to, knowledge and information faster than any other previous time in history. It pretty much has outdated the education system of old with the college university system, because in many ways those systems kind of just are too slow for how fast things move nowadays. And so we just need new ideas, new ways of actually looking at how education needs to be going forward. And it's really tough to kind of do that when you have a centralized kind of top down education plan across the country.